So as it turns out, the student loans that I've been paying $1,500 a month for 2 years have a 17% interest rate. So what I thought I've been paying off for all this time, I'm actually, I owe more than what I started off with. What the fuck? So, Jeff Bezos, this would be a really cool fucking time to Venmo me, bro. I owe $90,000, and I didn't even spend that much on school. Any rich person, please tap in. Khloé Kardashian, you probably have 8 houses. I'm never gonna be able to buy one because I went to college. I just signed up to be an egg donor. Guess what? Got approved. Who wants my fucking kids? I can't afford them, so start a bidding more. Just fucking take them. What do you want? My left arm too? What the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm gonna be in debt for my whole fucking life. How does that even make sense? I signed up for this shit when I was 17. This should not be legal, bro. I got upset about it at work, and my coworker was like, don't you have a rich relative who can pay that for you? No, my family's poor. No. And the worst fucking part is, bro, look where I am. I can't go in because I can't spend money, but I just want to be here because it makes me feel better.
Yo, man, that right there is just wild. 17% on a student loan. And I feel her to a certain degree. Okay, to a certain degree, because even though, listen, if anyone out there raised kids, teenagers, or, we were all teenagers once as well, obviously. We all thought we knew it all at the age of 17. But there's one thing that I feel like, I just knew what I was doing, was borrowing money, right? Because once you had to pay it back, you recognize whoa, wait a minute. And you learn from that. You learn from that mistake. But to go ahead and get a student loan with 17% interest, first of all, where are the parents in the situation? Not blaming the parents, but where is the parents or someone to give them some financial support, or some financial literacy to understand this is what you're signing up for. And mostly, from what I remember, I haven't been in school for a while, and I haven't taken student loans. They have a whole session where they sit down, they explain to you everything. They explain to you how much it's going to cost to pay it back. They explain to you what the interest is. They explain to you everything. Everything they explain to you. So you're not just signing something you have no idea. You know what you're signing up for. But the problem is so many people pick the most stupidest degrees to go to school for. That's the issue. Listen, going to college is not a scam. People are going to say that, but going to college is not a scam. Paying 17% on an interest student loan is not a scam. Just because it's out there doesn't mean you need to sign up for it. You can work multiple jobs. You're going to go to school full time. There's ways around it. But college is not a scam if we're going with a degree that in the end is going to pay off. But this is the key here. This is the big key that I want people to understand. Just because you're going to college doesn't mean you're going to be successful. Doesn't mean you're going to be better than everyone else who didn't go to college. Because the truth be told, to build wealth in America and to get ahead, you have to be hardworking, number one. You gotta be really, really smart. You gotta be a good people person, right? Interpersonal skills is really, really important. If you're someone that's just an asshole, or you're someone that just thinks that once you leave college or once you leave high school, learning just stops, that learning only happens in the classroom, then you're gonna get destroyed, right? Then you're the ones here worrying about AI replacing your job, because whatever it is that you're doing is replaceable, right? You always have to learn how to pivot. A lot of people just don't understand that. They think, I got a job, everything is great. No, that's half the battle, man. Keeping that job, learning, progressing, trying to move up, trying to start your own business, recognizing, you gotta stay on top of this, whatever field you're in. That by far is the most number one thing. To now think about it. Now she's making a video, she's here crying, asking Jeff Bezos for money. Man, come on, man. Come on. Most of us are struggling. Well, shit, we all wish Jeff Bezos would give us some money. But some of us are saying, we got to do what we got to do. Right? We're all going to make mistakes in life. You see, people think, right? And first of all, it was funny as hell. She was asking Khloe for money as well. This is crazy. But people think that problems are going to go away. you're always going to have a problem in life. That's living, man. We're always going to have problems in life. Now, some problems might be small, some problems might be big. Some problems might be in your control, some problems might not be in your control. But the key is to try to handle the problems that you know you have control over. Getting a student loan with 17% interest rate, that's a you problem, right? Driving down the street and get into an accident, or you get a flat tire, that's something you can't control. It just happened, right? It just happened. You got a flat tire. It is what it is, and it sucks. Don't get me wrong, but that is always going to happen. Problems are never going to go away, but a lot of people put themselves in bad financial decisions, and then they want to blame everyone else, right? The way she's feeling right now is the way majority of society is feeling. Like, damn, I gotta pay back my student loans. Man, I gotta pay back my car. This sucks. I gotta go into a 9 to 5, and all I'm doing is working to just pay bills. But a lot of times it's from the decisions that we made, and we could fix. We could fix. I didn't say we could easily fix it, but we could fix it with a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, learning about financial literacy, having a debt payoff, try to live on less than what you make. I know people hate that. Whenever I say you need to live on less than what you make, everyone's like, how? I don't get it. Listen, you're gonna have to though, right? If you don't live on less than what you make, then how you expect to progress? How you expect to get ahead? You have to figure it out. I'm not gonna tell people to just work, a side hustle, doing Uber Eats and stuff after work, because we're all exhausted, and I'm not going to assume that people are smart enough and they're working hard at the job they're in right now. The last thing I want to do is go out doing deliveries at night. But you certainly need to focus on financial literacy, or focus on ways to bring in some money by freelancing or trying to start your own hustle. But a lot of times, guys, we just get in our own head and say, yo, that's not me. I can't do it. I just want to be negative and whatnot. You got to get out of that, right? You just have to get out of that mindset. You don't want to resort going to TikTok crying, asking Jeff Bezos for money. That's not going to happen. Or Khloé Kardashian for money. That's not going to happen, right? This is not going to happen. And time again, I'm seeing so many people make mistakes. And instead of just owning it and, just going out and handling your bills and say, you know what, from now on going forward, I'm going to be the most responsible person financially. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to handle my business. That's what you need to do. Like, you need to take the responsibility in order to make the change. But if you sit there every day expecting Biden to forgive it, or Trump to change his mind, or for something miraculously to happen, then man, your life is going to be very, 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 very tough. Right? Very, very, very tough. You just need to go out, man, and handle your own business. As simple as that. I know people don't like hearing that, but that's the truth. And sometimes people don't like hearing the truth. That you need to go out, grind, and fix the situation yourself. Stop worrying about the White House and worry about your house. Stop worrying about the economy. Worry about your own economy. If things are getting tough in the economy, then you need to handle your business, right? But you just cannot walk around blaming people for all the dumb purchases you made, or 17% on a student loan. I mean, you got to be kidding me. That has to be a private loan, which means he probably can't put in income based repayment plans. That's just a disaster. But it is what it is. She has to pay it back. And if I'm correct, I'm not saying she should do this, but if I'm correct, I think if you don't pay private student loans, I'm not saying to do it. I'm not advocating it, but I don't think they could garnish your wages. I mean, I know a lot of lenders can, but you could work something out, go to collections and figure it out. Now, for student loans, that's public. Nah, you can't. Backed by the federal, you can't do that. But in this case, right? Come on, man. Life is not worth it to just be struggling that bad. But I would highly recommend that she comes up with a plan, call a provider back, try to bring that interest rate down, and pay it. Last resort, obviously, going to collection and whatnot. Don't want to do that, but gotta handle your business, man, one way or another. Gotta handle your business one way or another. Well, anyway, guys, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about that whole situation. Have you seen someone with a 17% student loan or higher? That right there is, oof, that's nuts. I mean, she's stuck for life paying that loan back. $1,500 a month too. Yikes, it's gonna be tough. So drop a comment down below, guys, and let me know what you think. At the same time, hit the like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Peace.